Hello, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's always glad to have people visiting the site. We decided to go with a Phyrexian theme today, hence the name of the deck's Phyrexiosity. All the creatures in the deck will have Phyrexian for one of their creature designations. This is a deck that's pretty straightforward, mono black. So let's go over the cards and see what we've got. First on the deck, Bilious Skull Dweller. 1/1 for 1 black. Death Touch, Toxic 1. Poison counters are beside the point, though they do make some people nervous. Makes you think they might think you have a different deck theme, but ultimately it's just a nice cheap Death Touch creature. And the Death Touch is important. There's a lot of times they're just blocking, kills their creature, or makes it so that you can attack without worrying about losing it, because you don't really care about losing 1/1, but if they're going to block with something big, it's worth losing the 1/1. Evolved Sleeper, technically the only creature that doesn't have Phyrexian, but he can become Phyrexian just by upgrading him to a second point there for it becomes a Phyrexian human cleric. Also a good cheap 1-drop that can be upgraded, and in some cases I even managed to draw some cards with him because he can have that nice ability, third ability. So he's nice drop. Now here I won't go for the throat, but in hindsight, for the sake of the video, I left this in. But I think in hindsight, Infernal Grasp is probably a better way to go. You can generate enough life in here that lose 2 life isn't as detrimental as some of the others. And the non-artifact creature stipulation of this card did hamper me a few times. So if you were to make this deck, I'd probably go with 4 Infernal Grasps instead of the 4 go for the throats. Grafted Butcher. This guy, being a 2/2 for 1 black and 1 others, comes into play. Any of your Phyrexians gain Menace. It is a nice surprise card when people think they have up a good defense against you. You drop this, all your Phyrexians gain Menace. One of the games actually ends with this card coming down, so you'll see. And plus the +1/+1, so anything that is down with him becomes bigger, which plays a factor. Some of these creatures are a lot tougher with just that 1/+1/+1. And he can come back from the graveyard as long as you have things to sacrifice. A lot of times I would just sacrifice a chump creature, bring him back into play, which would then give everybody else Menace, also +1/+1. It was a good surprise card. I generally never had a bad time when I drew him. Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. 2 black, 1 others for 3/3. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of my opponents, I may pay 1 life and draw a card. Great card. Never used its extra ability. 3 black, 4 others. Discard X cards. Exile the top X cards of your target opponent's library. You may play lands and cast spells from among them this way without paying their mana cost. Amazing ability. Very expensive, and usually if I went that far into the deep waters, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just trying to finish the opponent off. Maybe in the right situation it might be good, but overall this is a faster type deck. It's not made to sit and still, because that's just letting your opponent get back into the game. Phyrexian Arena. A good card for drawing. I was debating 3 or not, but seems to be 2's a nice fit. Again, you don't worry so much about the losing life. There's a few ways to gain life in this deck. So drawing cards, almost every time I played it, it resulted in me winning the game. A few times I would draw it, it'd be dead, and I'd lose them. But mostly when that got into play, and when I was able to live a turn or two, it started making a difference. Here is a free slot. So I put in sort of once in future because I liked the protection from blue and black. Can't target my creatures with black or blue. That's really good. Can't block with them either. So that's really good. And an ability to also then draw things from your graveyard. Let's just go over it. So a quick creature has +2/+2 and protection from blue and from black. 3 casting cost artifact, 2 to equip. Whenever an equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, survey 2. When you cast an instant, then you may cast an instant or sorcery spell with a mana value 2 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell will be put into the graveyard, exile instead. It let me play things from my graveyard, but ultimately it never came into play that much. I think if I was to have a choice to go back, I might even go with a Transmogrant Crown instead. It's a really cheap card, 2 casting costs, you can get it out faster, 1 black activation, and whenever a creature dies, you draw a card. So I think I would probably trade out the Sword of Once and Future, put in the Transmogrant Crown. Can't have a Phyrexian deck without Sheila Dread, obviously. It is one of the best creatures in the game right now. 2 black, 2 other, 4/5. Gain 2 life when you draw a card. Your opponent loses 2 life when he draws a card. Many times this can break a game wide open. Phyrexian Obliterator. These things are tricky for your opponent to work around. They're 5/5 trample for 4 black. 4 black's easy to cast in a mono black deck. Whenever he's dealt sources of damage, any damage, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. Yeah, it's just brutal. You hit this guy hard enough, he's going to wipe out most of the board. Their board, that is. So a lot of times he ends up becoming a 5/5 wall, because as long as he sits there defending, no one's going to want to attack you, because they'll have to throw away permanents, and if he gets hit really hard, you could lose them all. So he's a good aggressive card, but at times he also ends up just becoming something that sits there and dares you to be attacked. Here we go, the queen of them all, the Phyrexian Sheila Dread. Another great card, 2 black, 3 others, 4/5 menace. When she comes into play, sacrifice a non-token creature or planeswalker. And that's a valuable distinction, because a lot of times people just throw a token away when they have to sacrifice a creature, but this one makes it so that you have to sacrifice a non-token creature or planeswalker. So you can go right for the ones that they have. Her exile ability, don't use it too often because your opponent needs to have 8 cards in their graveyard, but when she gets it off, the first one is destroy a creature or planeswalker, you target. Second ability, they discard 3 cards and then mill 3 cards, so that empties their hand. And then the third ability is just disgusting. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. And then she comes back as a creature herself, which then would make them have to sacrifice more. Disgusting ability. She usually dies quite quickly, but if she doesn't, she's a very powerful card. One of the best money makers in the deck for me, the Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Menace is always a problem, and Lifelink's always a problem. Your opponents will not like those. And if you're lucky enough to drop them as a 7/5, many times they didn't. Most times, 90% of the time, this comes out as a 3/3 for 3 with those abilities, and they work great. The Butcher comes out, makes it a 4/4 with Menace and Lifelink. It makes it a lot harder for Red to kill because it's at that magic 4 defense. This thing did a lot of work, a lot of heavy lifting. It needs to be a permanent pretty much in this deck. One of the stars, Virtue of Persistence. 2 black, 5 others, with a adventure sorcery, Lochthwain Scorn. 1 black, 1 other, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn, you gain 2 life. That is a great secondary ability. It gives you more creature control to go with your go for the throat or your Infernal Grasp. Its enchantment ability doesn't get cast a lot because it's expensive. 2 black and 5 other. But as long as you've cast your sorcery, it'll sit in exile and nobody can touch it until you decide to cast it. When you do cast it, and I do have a good example in this run coming up, I get 6 wins. One of them I did use Virtual Persistence to quite effectiveness, and even the opponent even had a creature that ate cards from the graveyard, but he couldn't do it fast enough. Virtual Persistence started picking off the good ones, and then the whole game turned. It's the kind of enchantment that if it's out and your opponent has no answers to it, it can end the game, especially up against some of these dinosaur decks that are flying around. You just start taking the dinosaurs from their graveyard. The lands are really no mystery to them. Swamps, my return, it's a good pocket card if you ever need to bring a creature back, can't be countered. And then clearly Cavern of Souls. Again, if you don't have 4 of these, you don't fear blue decks. I live in constant fear of blue decks. They ruin my plans. This card makes it so they can't. You just can't counter my creatures with this. Blue decks might as well just stick with dealing with non-creature spells now, because this card changes everything. I had one last thought. I did play it for a while with the Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree. It allows you to, well, 3 cast cost artifact, tap 2, tap it, target opponent draw, mills 3 cards, put a land card from their graveyard into your battlefield tapped under your control. If this land leaves the battlefield, exile instead of putting it anywhere else. So you take cards out of their land, out of their graveyard, which builds your land a base, and in some cases, if they have some of those man lands in their graveyard, this thing was great for taking those, so they could never use them again. I used its ultimate ability once, sacrifice to bring out the Praetors from the deck. There's only 3, Gix, Sheila and Sheila. Those are the only 3 Praetors, I do believe, in Standard right now. So it was nice. Tap 10 to bring the 3 of them out was expensive. You had to sacrifice 2. But those 3 creatures coming out usually made people stand attention. Again, it could be switched out for the Sword of Once and Future. It was good just for the ability to get lands. But ultimately, it wasn't a very offensive type card. So many times it wasn't helping me forward my goal of taking the opponent out. So Transmogran Crown's better because it gives that extra attack. That's it in a nutshell. It's a pretty tight deck. It doesn't have anything too flashy. It just drops creatures and pounds you into the ground. If you like it, let me know in the comments. If you like what you see here on Ding, subscribe, hit that bell so you can catch up any future videos. If you guys have any ideas, I'm always willing to take yours. I'm building a cat deck, soldier deck. I've got so many things going here, but I'm trying to make them good. So if they're not good enough, I don't make videos from them. Check out the video, and have a great day, guys. Later. Alright, give her a shot. See how she stacks. Welcome back. Another run in the arena. Up against our opponent, the worthy I Am Noob. Well, welcome to how I feel. 2 casting cost, 2 casting cost force. Going first helps. Not a smooth bump. Nothing's going to touch me for the first few turns, depending on what he plays. I expect to have lots of targets with these color combos. We have our 4 mana, so we cast anything between 2 and 2 and turn 3. Creature-wise, we'll have no problems with it. Oh, they're good. We can actually have a creature out. How grand. Your turn. A great way to start a game against something called I Am Noob. Where's the land? Good play. There we go. Now the question becomes, that's all you're doing this turn. Yeah, let's go with the virtues. And off we go. And Finn. Have a pizza. Alright. Evolved Sleeper, you've been looked at. So what do you do? Oh well, just destroys you. Goodbye, Evolved Sleeper. Place another land on your drew. He's got more destroy things, so let's see what he does against this. Always a fun card for parties. The do a damage to throw a permanent away. One thing is not blocking. He's not going to like what I do otherwise, though. your Mon. You go away, Mon. Let's punch you and see if you're daring enough to block Mon. You are not. Well, let me help you with your life choice. And now what do? Non-combat damage. That's what you're looking to do, eh? That would be put well in a deck like these. Pinging the Obliterator is nightmare. His nightmare, though. Hey, Sarah. You won't make it with this.
I'm gonna remake this town in my...
What are you gonna do? Block the Obliterator?
Ha! Shake down the locals.
Yeah, he's just gonna be dead now. Let's see what you do here.
That smug look off your face.
We'll save that. He sure gets those a lot. Decline.
Go ahead. Plead for
Well,
mercy.
make some Eurex. There goes one of the land. Using his turn right to the end. Didn't think he'd choose to attack. Let's put that in his pile of hopes and dreams. And we're one land away from making this guy's day all bad. Let's get rid of him. Let's go after you. Carry on. And bring another one out.
My empire crumbles.
Our Obliterator wall dares you to attack. Pretty much guaranteed you're going to sit over there unless you're prepared to just play a lot of permanent sacrifice. And out he goes. Permanent controls what won that game. Well, there's one in the bag. Off we go, number 2. Catches on the next one. Welcome back to the arena. Here we go for number 2. Test note how well the Phyrexiosity stacks up. Ahara. 2 casting cost, 3 casting cost, 4 casting cost. We'll go with this. Would have been nice if played first. Get over the old 2 casting cost blues. Oh, that thing. I looked at that thing with some curiosity. I'll definitely give you that. There we go. Grafted Butcher. Opening himself up to being shot or whatever. Well, maybe we'll have our first recorded death here with that. There we go, block. That, put away 3, attack for 2. 8. Yeah, now you're going to give me life for attacking. Don't think you should attack, right? He does. I'm going to let you hit me, you brave soldier. Oh no, you're just going to shoot. Yeah, well. Also acceptable. I'd like to get that Praetor out, start drawing cards. Definitely. Need some more land. One colorless. Hello, Forge. Goodbye, Forge. Chooses not to play this and turn. He's mana hindered with a concept deck. Yeah, oh yeah. Phyrexian. Drop this. Could he have a board clear? He could, so we'll stop right there. That's enough pressure. If he drops a white and clears the board. Boom. Well, not much you can really do about that. Any deck wins against that. Alright. Off to the 3. Maybe. Another day. Another chance to experiment with our concept decks. Hello. Holy Gator Cannon? You go first. I will. I really will. Drop a blue mana, please. Asking for it these days. Always kill the mana producer. Goodbye, Lore Keeper. If you're playing a dragon deck, it'd be interesting to see how it stacks up against the Obliterator. As long as you're not just using your ability to shoot it before it does any damage. Or causing cosmic damages. Oh, should I? Yeah, I should. But I won't. This turn. Phyrexian. He's got a mana hindrance. Well, let's stop his attempt to attack. Pushing through, pushing through. Off we go. Lots of land. Looks like our Virtue of Persistence is going to be cast. He's having mana issues. I'm not sure where this guy's going to go. With what's coming now. So, I could kill it. It'll hit for 4, still commit anyway. No. We want our Obliterator to be around to soak up damage. I don't think they still have any chance. Yeah, see ya. End turn. Ends up this turn on me. Oh, the Nexus. So beautiful. So beautiful. Boom. Yeah, I know. That's why the Nexus is so beautiful and dangerous. But we won. Yeah. Anyway, never a fan of losing or winning to people who have mana hindrance. He clearly would have been a problem. I would have had to change my tactics. Anyway, see you in the next one. Later. Alright, another crack. Jump grenade in. Up against Alucard. Take that. And then comes our one stop. Mouse pad. throw something away. One of those, I guess. Attack for 2. Lots and lots. Attack with these 2 and see what happens. There comes the flesh quarter. Oh, he's got green. Oh, Trespasser's a good one. Let's go with another Grafted Butcher. Everybody into the pool. I'm targeting that flesh quarter now. Still got you, bud. Flesh quarter alone takes 2 to block. Hey, come on over. Do I want to kill him? Yeah. I do, because I can. No. No blocks. Over we come. Thank you. Well, that was a quick one. +1/+1 adds up. Catch us in the next one. See you soon. Let's rock. BP Jacobs, welcome to the arena. Wow. I mean, I'll be able to defend myself for a while. I'll be able to have all the mana I need for anything, pretty much. But just not much of a offensive start, is it? Get that. I've got to change those. More than a few ways to take care of them. The Eagle's always, that's why you want your cheap creatures out. But, you know, we also have to drain cards away from them somehow. Good card. Needs to go away though. Don't need that getting me around. Now drop the Sheila go for the throat. Urborg Scavengers. And also equally pesty one. Very pesty. Alright, let's see what you got. He probably has lots of them himself now. Being black, right? Black specialty is don't mess around. Creature kill. Facebreaker. So gentle. She also is broken. Let's see your last card to kill my creature. And then I have to pull a land. So we can do it all over again before you erase the graveyard or some foolishness. There's no flush quarter. There's my land. I'll be seeing you soon. Like a dance partner. It seems fun. so fun. Let's do it again. The game just got a whole lot messier, BP Jacobs. Hello, Atali. You also make things messy. Thankfully, I'll just keep bringing things back. I don't want the scavengers. I will take shield grid. And what wants to go with? Let's go with the Mana Hound. Can I use its ability? I didn't even think about that. I don't think I can. I suppose. I'm thinking the wrong thing, I think. Well, can we draw a card for this? We can. We can. 1, 2. No, wrong button, you foolio. Engage. Takes 2 to dance with this guy. I would love your Atali. I'll take those instead. Yum. Well, there we go. Draw a bunch of cards next time. I grabbed the wrong card. I'm so silly. Now he's going to be eating cards, right? And he won't be able to eat them fast enough. He's now looking for his survival. He'll go for my Phyrexian. No. Yeah, he doesn't want that back. I don't blame you. That thing's just gross stick. That's what I was hoping for. And yes, I would be able to use that because it's reconfigure the red mana. Alright. You're welcome to come over. Excellent. Just to get another creature out, eh? Well, I mean, desperate times. I like that he's eating them before he can get... Well, there you go. He got around me. Zoom. You still got trouble coming, though. With your scavengers now, definitely a pain in the butt. You... Do I have anything left? Oh my gosh, he didn't take that. That's a very silly card for this, sir. There we go. So we'll have to wait for him to use that after he's already attacked me next turn. I can't do anything to attack him this time, so you put the Atali in there. I actually can't do anything this turn. No, we're sitting. Nope, decline. I don't want the Atali in the graveyard until it's my turn. Because that's when I get to have it. I'll even let him punch and hit me. Yeah, come on over. What I want is next to you. You will be addressed then. You might even be dead by then. Yeah, have it. You pesky thing. Tell me when it's my turn. Yeah, opponents can't game life. Thank you. I'll be taking that to tally now. Well, I'm out of fun. I learned how to play this guy right. Twice even. Yeah, you're gonna hurt this turn. And there's the rest of that graveyard of yours too. No more of that edict crap and stuff coming in. Good card. Good card. Who to throw it on to make the most love? Yeah. Play our land. Hit for hard. Will he be dead, actually? 23? I'll pump some more love into him then. Make this a turn that matters. We got a lot of turns anyway, apparently. There we go. Yes. It's just a take, and them is to get life. Whee! Look at all the land we get to throw away. You can die now. You've had enough turns. And discard a card. I'll just keep most of the land I got. You can do this if you have an Natali. No. Well, virtue of persistence pays off again. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Roll the dice for the next one. Have a good one. Welcome back. Another run in the arena. See if we can get our final pip for this rank up level. Been doing alright so far. Mana allowing. QQ to cry for your mana. Alright, who are we up against today? Himiko. The happiest pony ever. 2 and a 3. Go first, I like it. That is quite the wingspan. Come on, happy pony. Get all of our horses out there. Slow start for both of us. I will certainly step in there for more though. Oh yeah, first strike. He goes away. No, that thing is just too nasty. Drop that, and we go for some more. I haven't seen that card play in a while. It's dead though. Another God card, eh? Alright. Let's make you choose. Transform. Attack you. Now, what are you going to do? 10 or more permanents. Well, you're far from that. It's 7 now, though. Lots of sneaky machinations going over there, maybe? We definitely got the aggression pedal down. And he comes right away. Oh, punch me. I've got lots of life. Another one. Hot springs everywhere. Going to just perish though because of that. And let's go over there and smack you around for some more. Got lots in this graveyard, so we're not worried about that. Let's just start drawing some extra cards. End turn. Thin. Crater or options. What do you have, Himiko? Make things attack right away. Only as a sorcery and only once each turn. So what are you going to put down? 4 in your hand, 7 mana. Still don't know how you live for the Flesh Gorger. I left some marks. Yeah, GG. Don't know what you're gonna do, my friend. But let's just go on over and end her. Menace is a menace. And there we go. Thanks for tuning in. That's pretty much what she has to offer. Catch us on the next one. Have a great day. Later.